what is happening.
Music of the people who will not be slaves again.
We're going to die Toto by Africa.
Yes! Yeah, so pretty much we're right behind this thing and we're on a hill, so if it comes towards us, we're dead. And here we are, going into prison, never to return. Oh, thank you.
So we've got a visitor centre, which is based in what was our staff mess. So that is through that grey gate there. Yeah. And if you follow the yellow, I call tram lines, going down through the middle of the building, there's a board outside the room. It's on the left-hand side. That is where you can grab yourselves a tea, coffee, water or squash.
Yeah, we've got badges, so we don't get, locked up in here, just in case. Although I wouldn't mind it. Beats having to go to work tomorrow.
That is creepy. Let's go in there. After I finish the
Hello? Oh, lucky so you got TV, kitchen and showers and a pool table. I mean, it's not amazing, but chairs, man, they're trying to get that like prison vibe, aren't they? Little pool though. Let's see if I can play some pool. Oh, so I already potted one. I'm probably gonna hit the camera. Potted the black, didn't I? Come on, show off your skills. Are you good at pool?
I have no skills. I'm terrible at pool.
Oh, right into the camera. Yeah, just try not to hit the camera.
That's how the pros do it. I'm gonna go for that pink one. You ready?
Oh,
I really don't. Oh,
almost.
Close.
Yes, Queen. At least you hit it. I can't even hit it.
I did.
Oh, you doubled it up and everything. Look how caring Emily is. She double wrapped it so I wouldn't hurt myself. Because she knows how stupid I can be.
Right, she does.
Hey! So this would have been where security would have showers and stuff. Officers would come here on their break, have a shower. Guessing that's male. Ooh. That's probably like horrifying. This reminds me of The Walking Dead. Ew, that was their cell.
Cell from the 1700s.
Ooh, it's scared to
So in this, they've managed to fit like 14 men, women and children all in one cell.
Shut up, this is where they lived.
They would
have died here.
They had the bubonic plague like came in and swept out, and because they were in such tight conditions, loads of people just died and they had to leave the bodies.
Ew, they'd leave them to rot in these kind of things.
Yeah, with people still in them. So there was like dead on the floor and then people were still living there.
I'm allergic to hay. I don't think I could last there.
You wouldn't have a choice.
It's just the hay, to clarify. That's the only thing that would mean that I wouldn't
Women
survive.
and children would have been held in there, but why?
One cell.
What is that?
Oh yeah, they made them work, and they had to like use the treadwheel, and like it caused so many people back problems, and it was just.
What, they had to make that?
They had to like crank it to make like wheat and stuff, but by stacking on it.
I'm guessing that hurt a lot.
A lot of them just sort of ended up in like crippling pain. And
This is the parole boardroom. Well, it's nice when you go to an abandoned place and they give you warnings.
Yeah.
Usually it would just be like, stand here.
Oh, I guess I'm dead.
Oh, okay. Pink room. Ew, love when rooms like this. What is this?
Stairs.
Oh, this is the infirmary. Oh, scarlet fever, measles, smallpox.
Oh, I don't know. There's a lift machine.
Yeah, that's where it went. That makes sense. Why?
I'm just gonna go to sleep, lads.
This is insane.
It's been a nice tour, but I'm tired. I'm knackered.
My camera just wigged out.
Well, yeah. If there's gonna be a ghost, there will probably be
In
one
the infirmary, yeah. The door opens inwards. We decided to try our first experiment in the infirmary where countless inmates had died. Using the dowsing rods, we were able to learn a bit more information.
Were you a inmate?
You didn't say
That's yes.
and right for no.
No, because it just tends to know.
It tends to no.
So left for yes, right for no.
Did you die from like scurvy? That's one of the things that was listed.
Measles.
Measles? Pneumonia?
Were you beat up by one of the other prisoners?
Were you beat up by one of the other guards?
Scarlet fever?
The plague?
Yeah.
God damn.
So were you in one of those 1700 cells that are downstairs with the hay? And they forced you all to be in the room together? Yeah.
Oh.
That's horrific.
Were you brought up to the infirmary or did you die down there? Oh, okay, we brought up to the infirmary. Yeah, well that's something.
Did you die in the infirmary?
Yeah. Are you male? Are you an adult?
Yeah. Can you put them in the middle for me?
And the other one?
Can you maybe point with both sticks to where you're standing in this room right now? Just so we can get an understanding of where you are. Point the sticks to where you're standing. Behind me. Is there two of you? Left for yes, right for no? Yeah.
Is there more than two of you? Is there like over 10 of you in here? 20? Gonna do a leap 50?
No. Wait, what? No. I'm confused.
Are you all from the 1700s?
No.
Do you want to make it go in like mad circles, like spin?
Yeah, go on, spin them around.
God. Helicopter.
Yeah, spin them.
Spin them round. Yes. Oh, that's so weird. I hate when it happens. Can you stop it in the middle, straight at me? Go on, stop it. I decided to stay behind to see if anything would happen if I were alone. Nothing did, so I decided to leave. As I was leaving, a whisper stopped me. Someone just whispered at me, it hissed. Can you do it again before I leave? Hiss at me again, I'm not afraid of you. Hiss at me again. As I'm trying to get a reaction, a harsh breathing sound can be heard near me. If it were me, it would have sounded from behind the camera and would have been louder. The other two were outside, so it couldn't have been them either.
The guards didn't get paid, so they...
Seriously?
In order to get their wage, they stole from the inmates.
What, stole them at, like, their commissary?
Up until 1995, this room was the bathhouse. Prisoners were allowed
We'll close the door
one
behind us.
shower per week.
One shower per week?
That's what you average, right, Emily?
It's so funny. I don't want to go down there because I want to go another way. This is
Welcome to Shepton Mallet. I don't even know where to begin. Guys, cell 13, unlucky number 13. Surely this is like bad? What cell block are we in? F*** me, the doors, heavy. Yeah, they're breaking through that. Which cell block are we in? Okay.
the exercise yard is between this one and A, and that's where a few people died. Lower ground floor, notorious killers, the morgue, and healthcare.
There's a morgue here.
There's a morgue.
Oh, I almost fell over. So could they communicate to each other from across the fence?
Maybe.
Close the door. Oh, me. Oh my god, that is horrifying.
Oh my god.
I myself. Let's go in here. Yes, clockwork orange. They knew.
The modern day cell. This is how a cell would have looked like up until the prison closure in 2013. They have Peter Kay, the sound of laughter.
I love Peter Kay.
Can you hear me if I close this? And I'll stand over here. Hello? So they could talk to each other then. Because if you shout.
Hello! It was built in 1610. Former inmates lie buried in unmarked graves throughout the grounds. In the 17th and 18th century, men, women and children were kept in horrendous conditions. They were starved and forced into packed smallpox-infested cells. Between 1889 and 1926, a total of 7 executions took place, yet many more are rumoured to have taken place before these dates. In the Second World War, it was used as a military prison for both British and American soldiers. By the end of 1944, a total of 16 soldiers had been hanged and 2 shot by a firing squad for crimes that included murder and rape. The execution room was most recently an office for the prison library.
So we've got to find the prison library office, and that's
Yeah.
the execution room. That's grim.
But also executions also took place in the exercise yard. But I'll come to that later.
That's the centre, isn't it?
Yeah. The old librarian, who spent a total of 15 years working, stated that if these walls could speak, it would be the voices of people under prosecution. Throughout the prison, there are staircases that lead to nowhere and windows that are bricked up. In 1773, a prison inspector wrote that many who went in healthy are in a few months changed to emancipated, dejected objects. Some are seen pining under diseases, expiring on the floors of loathsome cells. During World War II, about 300 British military prisoners were sent here. Too many, in fact, that makeshift huts had to be built in the exercise yard. It also
They're still done.
no. Remaining a military prison until 1966, it's notoriously known amongst British servicemen as the Glass House. And obviously, the ceiling's made of roof. Yeah.
Roof?
Yes, that would be
Makes
the case. A full-blown riot erupted in the grounds in 1959, leading to 13 inmates being tried by courts-martial.
They stole riot. No, I remember watching it. They stole riot gear from the actual armoury.
Some of the more well-known inmates who spent time here include Charlie Richardson, who was a fierce gangster in the East End, and he was also a rival to the Krays, who were also here. And they were sentenced for absconding from national service and going AWOL. In 1914, Captain Philip William Ryle climbed onto the prison roof via an unattended ladder, where he jumped to his death. His final words, "Get back, get back, get back," have been heard echoing around the exercise yard by numerous inmates in the years after. Whilst renovations were being conducted on part of the prison before it was closed, workers reported seeing a man dressed in uniform come through the end wall and walk straight down a corridor. They refused to continue working, and a subsequent investigation revealed nothing. This spirit, and perhaps my favourite spirit that I found researching this, belongs to a member of the American Army's firing squad, who was killed in the exercise yard after a bullet ricocheted off the wall during an execution and killed him. In my head, it's his own bullet.
I mean, not necessarily.
Not necessarily, but it would be cool, really cool if it was. Another well-known prisoner.
It's also a little bit
Horrible. Another well-known prisoner who was held here was Ben Cook. He's still alive, but I found quite a bit of information on him. He stayed here in 2007, being moved from the HM Bristol prison on the charge of murder, having hit his school friend on the head numerous times with a school desk leg, subsequently fracturing his skull. He recently phoned an ambulance and confessed. The charge was given as grievous bodily harm, but his friend died 4 days later, so the charge was changed to murder. This incident occurred in 1979.
I think what we should do in this room is I want each one of us to sit in here and I want to just do nothing. I want you to stare at the wall and literally understand what they have to do every single hour of every single day.
Are they allowed their own clothes? Maybe recently. It's weird because you can hear them outside. So for some reason you're in detention, you had to sort of stay here and you could hear everybody else outside. And that would really suck. And yeah, you can have books and stuff. I'm a big fan of books, don't get me wrong, but you'd only be allowed like 2, 3. Just like the long you're sitting there by yourself, you feel the walls closing in. So silent.
Hey, mate. Yeah, just get a feel for what it would have been like. No phones. I want to see you on your phone, mate.
It's not pleasant. When I was little, what I used to do to try and make my arms strong was like punch 100 times up in the air and then hold my arms like that. So I think I might do that if I get bored in a minute. I was convinced it would make me stronger. Don't know if it did anything. It's weird, being in here makes me want to exercise.
I'm your lawyer.
Hey, mate.
Hello?
I'm here to represent you in the court.
Do I have to get up?
Yes.
Oh, it's comfy.
Ew. I've literally got this to sit on. What the? I really hope that's people. Imagine hearing that and I'm like, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna turn the light off. Ew! Like, is this what you would literally see as soon as it was dark? Like, they've blacked out the windows. You didn't even get to see outside. Can you do something for me? My hair's all over this mouldy wall. I've just come to realise. It's probably sit up. That is terrifying. Piss off! It throws my out the window. So this would be where they'd have tools for the inmates, and if one of them went missing, they'd be able to see, you know, if the scissors are gone and an inmate has stolen them. There's an alarm here. Should I press that? That's a bit weird. No prisoners beyond this point. More of these. Kitchen stuff this time. This must be kitchens. I don't know why they could confuse next to where the inmates are. It's a bit cruel, isn't it? If you want me to go into one of these cells to have a conversation with any of the spirits here, then make a sound from one of them and I will come find you. As I am exploring on the second floor of Cellblock B, a strange moan can be heard as I pan the camera around. So this is where literally guards would patrol. It's really weird, yeah. It felt like there was someone tailing me. What does this say? 'Cause I don't want to go up here if it says no. For your safety, no access, prison staff only. I'm gonna do it. Is it so like people don't fall over the edge? Maybe people have been pushed before. Hello? Yeah?
Where are you? What are you doing?
I'm up here. They're not allowed to use the phones. I thought that's what these were for. That's really confusing. I thought these were for prisoners. What's this? My ears went really fuzzy as I went into this room. The f***? This is under the stairs. Is that a dance studio?
Are you ready?
Oh my god. do 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 da 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 da. See, I thought this would be like a well scummy prison, but it's actually not bad. I could live here, yeah? But like, well, alright. I don't like this back toilet. Not a fan of that. Sorry, I had something. I thought I saw something. So that's no entry, which means I'm going to try going up there. Ah, this is insane. They got proper privileges. Why did I die here? This place is massive. I don't know, I've seen I thought prison would be worse. I'm actually quite sure, I'm not like promoting prison here, but look at this place. Yeah, there's like markings. Ooh!
And substance abuse. So yeah, you've got enhanced thinking, cognitive self-change, sex offender, healthy relationships, and substance abuse.
He's having an affair with his auntie.
No, he's having an affair with his best mate.
And his auntie.
And his auntie.
Both of them.
Yeah. Oh, that's weird. I have an auntie, Julie.
Why has everyone done something f***ed up?
Quite like the old lady who did assisted burglary.
I hear music. Crazy Frog. What the f***? What the f***? This is beautiful. He's playing the piano. That's insane.
I have a church tune for you to recall the spirits.
They used to isolate prisoners in seats.
God has chosen you to be his child, just like everyone. Do you take Jesus to be in your heart? The Lord says, be good.
Oh my god. This must be like ministers and rooms. Ooh, found it! I found the upstairs. Now, I hate these kind of stairs.
What kind of unfranchised staircase is this? Pointing at me whilst I'm struggling. Wait, Ellie's staying up here for something special, apparently.
I literally cannot open this. India.
Can you knock it out?
No.
India!
Emily, try.
I can't!
You're so
No. Oh, this is a weird cell. They actually had a desk in this one.
I tell you, Sarge, I didn't do it. I didn't.
Is that what segregation literally was?
No, it's to do with if people, that way is the way to the serial killers.
Serial killers?
Like the notorious killers in the morgue is that way.
Stand on one end and the other, like one person would stand on that end. Yeah. And they'd ask us questions about themselves and if you got... Not a ghost. That's an owl, Lauren. Don't you worry. It's not a ghost, it's an owl.
Shut up.
He'd probably survived if he jumped onto that.
He probably fell from this. This is like one of the shortest ones. Actually, that middle one is. Yeah, look, this is the trap door. Imagine walking through here and this is the last thing you ever see. Like that's well, at least they kind of got nice rooms.
No, that's where the executioner would be.
What, in here? This is where they'd wait?
No, that's where the executioner is.
Oh, this is the executioner's room.
60 people were hanged on site here.
That's grim. Oh my god, what, right here?
Did you do that to someone?
I don't agree with Jack Fenner.
I get that they're bad things, but that's...
How's that justifying it? This would have been the lever for the trapdoor. So he would have literally been here, pulled the lever, and they would have just literally dropped down and died.
Oh no! In front of that door had been a bookcase, so they didn't know that it was leading to the...
Oh, so what did they think this was? Just a random
solitary
cell?
confinement.
Really?
That's what they would have been led to believe.
We decided the execution room would be the best place to see if we could contact anything. So we attempted to do so with EVP recordings and the dowsing rods.
So if there's something with us here, and if the men that died and were executed, can you talk into here and try and communicate with Emily through the sticks?
Is there more than one person here?
Yeah.
There were 16 of you supposedly killed here. Are you all in this room?
For his sick. Yeah. Why have you not left this place? Is it because you're attached? Oh.
Can you just not leave?
I feel really sick, like I'm gonna throw up.
Were you tricked, and did you think this was solitary confinement when you came into here? Did you know that you were going to be killed?
Yeah.
Assume that means some of you did, some of you didn't. Is it just because this room's really heavy that we're feeling really sick? Yeah.
Can you maybe say your last words into my phone? Can you maybe tell me what you were thinking in your last moments? It's alright, I'll say. Okay, so Emily just left. I really don't think she's feeling well. It's a weird feeling of just nausea. I'm just going to stand here, and if you want to talk, then feel free to talk. I'm sorry you went out the way that you did, but then you did commit horrific crimes that are not justified at all. What you guys did was up, and maybe some of you learned to deal with it, and maybe some of you are just numb to it. It makes me really angry, because before I came into this room, I know what crimes they've done. I know the horrific they've done, so it's very hard for me to feel kind of sorry right now. I feel quite angry. Do you wish you had more time? And were you expecting? Oh, sorry.